Chris Saltzman's going to lead it off. We're in game number 2. A's and the West Allis Nighthawks. This game for home field advantage was determined by a coin flip. A's won the coin flip for the first one, but lose in this game. So they'll bat in the top of the inning as they are going to be the road team. On the mound for the Nighthawks, it's going to be Alex Tomter, former Sheboygan A. He pitched in 08.
758 by the way.
And the first pitch is a fastball that misses off the outside for a ball, 1-0. A's falling in their last game in 10 innings, 3-2. And Saltzman on the 1-0 pitch hits it deep into center, but racing back and making a nice catch on the run is Quinn Hindiak in center field for the first out.
Shortstop number 14, Grant Kosenki.
So a line out to center, and it's Grant Kosenki, the shortstop now. Rest of the batting order for the A's, it's Joe Fitzkozel batting in the 3 spot, getting a start in this game. Josh Moses batting in the cleanup spot with Taylor Grimm, who's DHing, batting 5th, and Weston Nelson batting 6th. Logan Recker will bat 7th, Kyle Peterson batting 8th, and Ben Gordon is batting in the 9th spot. So several players who didn't get starts in the last game starting here in this one. But Kosenki is one that started in the first game. And he takes one inside on a curve, a ball and no strikes. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Kosenki in the last game did have a base hit. It was a single. He finished 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Did score a run as he swings and fouls one past the on-deck hitter. 2-1 the count. Misses off the outside. 3-1. Both these teams.
That kind of first game.
Both the Nighthawks and the A's are 1-1 in their pool. There's a swing and a foul. 3-2. As the Muskies, with their defeat of the A's, move to 3-0. So this game determines nothing in terms of what happens on who advances. And now Grant Kosenki hits one deep into left center, over the head of the left fielder. That's going to be just a long single. Looked like the left fielder, Jake Rabakowitz, had a shot at it. But it was just over his glove.
Third baseman number 42, Joe Viscoso.
So now it's Joe Viscoso, who made an appearance in game 1. It was a pinch hit appearance. And he doubled in Adam Ryan. At that point, it gave the A's a 1-0 lead. In the game, the A's did lead 2-0 with as far as 2 outs in the 7th inning. For an error that got through the legs of Stout, allowed 2 runs to score, and they would ultimately fall in 10.
I'll try to trick Tom to a little bit through these. I told him before the game.
Now a throw over to first. Kosenki back in time. First pitch to Viscoso, fouled straight back, 0-1. Defensively for the West Allis Nighthawks, in the infield, at first base it's Jake Schwal. Second is Sam Crawford. Travis Steyer is playing short. And at third, it's Nick Heatling. In the outfield, in left, it's Jake Rabakowitz. In center, it's Quinn Hindiak. As that one misses down and away for a ball, 1-1. And in right field, it's Jason Brooks. Johnny Offenbacher is behind the plate doing the catching for Alex Tomter. Another throw over, Kosenki back in time. It's a 1-1 count to Viscoso with Josh Moses on deck. And Viscozel hits that one deep to center, and that's gone. A no-doubter from Viscozel.
One game too late.
Smashes one into left center. Nearly hit that flagpole out in left center. And there's that power that Viscozel has showed often in batting practice. It's his first dinger of the year, as he got all of it, and it was gone as soon as it left the bat.
Right fielder number 36, Josh Moses.
It was hit so hard that the center fielder Hindiuk just sort of turned around and just admired it as it went over the left center field fence. So A's lead 2-0 on a home run.
What, another one, eh?
A pitch inside to Josh Moses, who himself has hit a few home runs this season. He's got 5. And he'll take one off the outside for a ball, 1-1. Curveball on the outside part of the plate, and it's fouled out of play. 1-2. Tomter will look into Josh Moses. So he gets his sign, and it's now a 2-2 count. For joining us a bit late, A's have a 2-0 lead early on a home run from Viscozel. It was a no-doubter to left center. Near the flagpole out there. Now a 3-2 pitch fouled. And that's going to get out of play down the right field line. Still 3-2 to Moses. There's one out in the inning. Kasenki also scored on that home run. He had a deep fly ball to left center. Only got a single out of it.
Says 7th inning stretch next inning, but we already did it.
Now a curveball off the end of the bat foul. As that one will fly into the netting. It's still 3-2. Payoff again, and that drills him right in the back with a fastball in his lower back, just underneath the jersey numbers.
Well, we just got to reverse things, so there's not too much going
So
on.
Moses is going to walk over to first. Should be all right. Just a little bit of some
Designated hitter number 9, Taylor Grimm.
as he caught every bit of that fastball. So now it's Taylor Grimm starting in game 2, but will get off defensively as he caught in the first game. So now he'll just have to worry about his offensive side in this game as he fouls the first one out of play. Tomter a look to the runner Moses at first. 0-1 as Moses kind of started and then stopped, and it's foul, 0-2. Barring a double play, Nelson will bat next. He's on deck. Fastball just missed the outside.
Go from a strike zone that looked like a 38-point star to opposite.
Now the 1-2 as Moses is off on the pitch. It's a hard ground ball up the middle. A diving play made by the shortstop, but a no play will be made. Steyer able to get it in his glove, but with the runner Moses off on the pitch, no play at second.
Left fielder number 30, Weston Nelson.
And although Grimm is a catcher, he does have pretty decent speed. So if anything, Steyer might have prevented Moses from going to third. But the A's have two runners on now for Weston Nelson, first and second. Goes as an infield single for Taylor Grimm. Now a swing and a little pop-up in the right, and that's going to get down. That's another base hit. The runners at first and second had to hold up in case that ball was caught. So just one base for each of them. As they advance, it's now bases loaded, and it's going to be Logan Reckert.
Catcher number 27, Logan Reckert.
Reckert did not make an appearance in the last game, and he'll start as the catcher in this second game. And the first pitch is popped up in the right. Might be deep enough to score a run, as the catch will be made by Jason Brooks. And the throw is a strong one into the cutoff man on the infield, as Moses started and then scurries back to third base. So no sac fly. Nobody advances.
First baseman number 44, Kyle Peterson.
So now it's Kyle Peterson, left-handed batter, who is playing first base tonight. Bases are still loaded. It's a strike, 0-1.
Right.
Now 2 outs in the inning. Peterson now takes one off the outside. Ball and a strike now. And we're swinging a ground ball to the right side. And that's going to be a ground out to end the inning. As the second baseman, that's Sam Crawford, will pick it up and underhand it on the run. And that will end the inning. But the A's do get 2 as Viscoso unloads, launching one to deep left center. Gives the A's a 2-run lead as we head to the bottom half of the first. A's with 2 of the National, or the Nighthawks, coming up next.
And so I have a gift certificate courtesy of 3 Guys in a Grill for program number 348.
Jake Schwal is going to lead it off. Rodney Valdez is pitching for the A's. And the lineup for the Nighthawks, it's Schwal to lead it off, Quinn Hindiak batting second, and Travis Steyer in the 3 spot. Jason Brooks cleaning up Nick Heatling batting in the 5 spot, and Johnny Offenbacher. In the 6 spot, it'll be Sam Crawford batting second. Batting 7th. Alex Tomter, the pitcher, so no DH, will be batting 8th. And Jake Rabakowitz in the 9th spot as Valdez gets a first pitch strike, 0-1 to Schwal. That one misses down an in 1-1.
Where's this kid from, CJ?
Pitcher, Indian Hills. Origin is from Panama.
1-1 pitch misses inside, 2-1.
Him and Mark Warner are both from Indian Hills, are staying out at Lakeland.
Valdez gets a lead before he ever takes the mound after Viscoso's home run in the top of the inning. Well, there's a swing and a foul. Right past the on-deck hitter, 2-2.
Junior college, Iowa.
Valdez is a lefty.
Those kids in
And he'll miss up and away with that fastball, 3-2. Now there's a swing and a line drive,
Going at first base.
and they're going to try for an out at first from the right fielder Moses. Initially looked like Gordon might have had a shot at it, but it was over his glove. And then Josh Moses, because the ball was hit so hard, was able to pick it up
Center
and
fielder number 12, Quinn Hindiak.
make a good throw. It was close, but the runner still able to beat it out by about 3 steps. So a leadoff base hit. And it's Quinn Hindiak, the center fielder. Lefty, lefty is the matchup, and it's a called strike. And it's 0-1. A 1 from Valdez. Swung on and grounded to Gordon at second base. He's only got 1 play, that's at first. And the throw will be in time. That's a 4-3 putout. Runner from first goes to second.
Shortstop number 18, Travis Steyer.
It was a soft hit ground ball. So a play at second would have been too close to try. So Gordon just gets the sure out at first. Schwal at second for Travis Steyer. Shortstop. It's the first out of the inning, and it's a fastball that missed high. Valdez stands at just 5'9", 155 pounds. Although he does have a fastball with some life, in about the mid-80s, maybe upper 80s. And there's a stolen base now, runner off of the pitch, no throw. So Schwal steals third. It's a 2-0 count. Now that one's down and away. It's blocked by Record, keeps him over at third base. It's now a 3-0 count to Steyer. There's a 3-0 fastball in the corner for a strike, and it's 3-1. Steyer taken all the way in the 3-0 count. There's another fastball, same location. It's full now, 3-2 after falling down 3-0. Payoff, a swung and a missed. A strikeout. Valdez falls behind 3-0 and 3 fastballs. He gets 2 strike calls and a swing and a miss for the second out of the inning.
Right fielder number 17, Jason Brooks.
So now it's Jason Brooks, the cleanup hitter and right fielder. And the first pitch is popped up, but it'll be out of play. This be on these stands.
No, you can do them if you want to. I don't really care in this room.
So it's 0-1. He started with a single. Schwal advanced on a ground out and then stole third. Now a swing and a miss, 0-2. Valdez, throughout this season, has gotten high strikeouts, but he's also struggled with his command, so he will walk also plenty of batters. When he's keeping men off base, Valdez is one of the best pitchers on this team, and there's a little flare in the left that's going to fall in for a base hit. Just in front of Weston Nelson. Wasn't hit all that hard.
Third baseman number 2, Nick Heatling.
Allows Schwal to score. Now it's Nick Heatling. He's playing third base. And it's a swing and a miss on a pitch down low, 0-1. Heatling batting in the 5 spot. There's a runner at first. Well, there's a pitch down low. Scooped out by Record. Even at 1. Well, there's a fastball. It was letter high, and Heatling had a big wave and a miss at it. Couldn't hold up on the high fastball. It's 1-2. Well, that one is another fastball. This will be fouled out of play. Still 1-2. Now there's a swing and a ground ball. This will be foul. As Mitch Sutton and Grimm will be fighting for it as it rolls in front of the A's dugout. Still 1-2. As that one's down low, blocked by Record. 2-2. A swing and a fly ball into right center. Moses charging in and making a nice sliding catch to win the inning. Ben Gordon just got out of the way. A feet first slide to make the catch, and that's going to end the inning. The Nationals do score 1.
That is being brought to you by
As we'll head to the top of the second inning, but the A's still lead by a score of 2-1.
If your A's can get 3 hits, a fan will be taking home a Peabody Pizza gift certificate. Peabody's Pizza, the taste is bigger than the used to.
Cody Bellinger is insane. There's now lead on a home run from Hernan Perez.
Bears right yard.
It's looking a little dark.
Yeah, it is.
Like not the normal 8:15 at night look. It just looks a tad darker. Just looks
Chance
a
we're
little
gonna get some
darker.
rain.
You want a rain out? I'll get you a rain.
Leading off top of the second for the Sheboygan A's, second baseman number 23, Ben Gordon.
Ben Gordon leads off. 9-1-2, and the first pitch is a bunt right back to Tomter. He'll pick it up and throw it to first in time. It's a 1-3 put out on the first pitch.
Center fielder number 26, Chris Saltzman.
So that'll bring up Chris Saltzman with one out. Saltzman lined out to center. And a deep fly ball that was run down by Hindiak in center field. First pitch outside from Tomter, 1-0. As that one missed inside. 2 balls and no strikes. The A's brought 5 straight men to the plate that reached. As that one now misses, 3-0. It was Kasenki with a single, Viscozo's home run, then a hit by pitch to Moses, and then Grimm and Nelson singled. There's a called strike, 3-1. But then Logan Reckert flew out and Peterson grounded out. That ended the inning as the A's left the bases loaded. As that one missed just inside. That'll be ball 4. Saltzman reaches for the first time tonight. In his second plate appearance, he's at first.
Shortstop number 14, Grant Kosenki.
So now it's Grant Kosenki, and he's down in the count 0-1. Kosenki hit a deep fly ball into left field, past the outstretched glove of the left fielder Rabakowitz. Although he was only held to a very, very long single, they did eventually score in the inning. Swing and a miss. Now down 0-2. Or excuse me, 0-2 pitch, and he strikes out. That's his second out. So that'll bring up Viscozo.
Third baseman number 42, Joe Viscozo.
Who hit an absolute bomb in the left center field in his first at-bat. His first home run of the season. As he swings and misses at a slow changeup, 0-1. One to Tomter, or from Tomter, is a called strike. Viscozo down 0-2. Tomter gets his sign on the 0-2. Fastball that just missed the outside corner. It's 1-2. So now the 1-2 is a curveball. That misses outside. 2-2. Look over to the runner. Tomter is set. 2-2. Another one off the outside and a pickoff as they've got
Just run to the base.
the runner off of first. Throw to first, and then a throw to the second baseman, and now they'll run back the runner to the first base bag as he's tagged out. As Saltzman is picked off, goes as a caught stealing. Lumen's upset.
What is the pitch?
You can stay connected with your
Might
A's
guess it's
for all the latest
something to
news
do
and
with
updates.
runners'
Please visit
interference or field-
SheboyganBaseball.org. And you can follow us on
He's still
Facebook,
arguing with
Twitter,
the field
Instagram,
umpire as he walks
Snapchat,
off
and
the
YouTube.
field. But the call will stand. And that's going to end the inning. So it goes from 2 to 3 to 6. And that's going to send us to the bottom half of the second. And the A's still lead 2-1. Back for the bottom half of the second inning. And Lumens is back out on the field, still arguing the call from the previous inning. I do believe he might have been ejected.
Hey. Hey, I'm down at the ballpark. Okay.
As it appears Lumens is out of the game.
You buzz
Is he ejected?
tomorrow, man, when you get a chance. All right? Talk.
I do believe
No, just gonna
Lumens
catch
was
up. See
ejected.
what's going on. Okay. All right.
Lumens was
If
back
it
to the
doesn't work, we'll talk Monday. No big deal.
dugout between innings. All of a sudden he was back on the field,
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, he just
Okay,
took his
bye.
jersey.
and he just took his jersey off. So he was ejected from the game. The home plate umpire waiting for Lumens to leave the field of play. Not really sure what the argument for Lumens was to begin with. Only possible explanation was one of the fielders got in the way that allowed the runner Saltzman to be put out on a caught stealing. So Lumens is out of the game. And now we're ready to resume the bottom half of the second. It's the first pitch, and it's a ball outside. It's 1-0 to Johnny Offenbacher doing the catching. It'll be Crawford and then Tomter, the pitcher, to follow. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. A fastball inside, 3-0. Now quickly 3-0 as Valdez falls behind the leadoff batter. We're in the second inning. 2-1 A's lead as there's a called strike, 2-1. A fastball in on the hands, fouled back, 3-2. The full count pitch, a fastball up and in, half swing foul, still 3-2. Payoff again, down low, ball 4. Offenbacher goes to first base on the leadoff walk. That's going to bring up Sam Crawford, the second baseman.
Second baseman number 28, Sam Crawford.
This will be a throw to first. Offenbacher back in time. Valdez now working from the stretch. First pitch to Crawford is down low for a ball, 1-0. Swung on and fouled. Out of play to the right side, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now a throw over to first. Offenbacher back in time. Crawford batting in the 7th spot. And now he'll take one down low for ball 3. 3-1.
Derek's going to be coming up here. That Lumens is going to end up coming up here and sitting.
3-1 pitch. Fastball up in the zone, fouled. Out of play, full count, 3-2.
He's always done it before and he's got ejected. It's his first approach, I think he got ejected like 5 times. That was just 100.
Now a 3-2 fastball, and it's a called strike. That's the first out of the inning. Crawford thought it was ball 4. The umpire rung him up. The second strikeout from Valdez.
Pitcher number 23, Alex Thompson.
And that'll bring up Alex Tomter, the pitcher. And the Nighthawks electing to go without the DH. As Tomter will hit for himself, and he's now ahead of 1-0. A swing and a foul from Tomter. And it's 1-1. We're at the bottom of the second. A's have a 2-1 lead. So we're going to foul back, 1-2. Fastball about eye level. Tomter couldn't get on top of it. One, 2 is inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a check swing, pitch down low. Tomter held up. So it goes full 3-2. Still just 1 out in the inning, and now a swing and a ground ball down the third base line. It's fair. Vizcosa will pick it up, and he'll go to first for the second out. 5-3 is the put out as Tomter is out. Offenbacher goes up to second on the play.
Left fielder number 31, Jake Rabakowitz.
And it's Jake Rabakowitz, the left fielder. The 9-hole hitter. first pitch from Valdez. It's a called strike. The bottom of the zone, 0-1. A's got their 2 on a Viscoso home run in the first. Jason Brooks hit a RBI single in the bottom half of the inning. As the Nighthawks were able to get one of those 2 runs back. It's still 2-1 our score. A's with 4 base hits. The Nighthawks with 2. It's a 1-1 count now after that one missed. And now 2 balls and a strike as Valdez misses the outside corner. One fastball high and away. Snagged by Reckert. 3 balls and a strike. (3-1) from Valdez is ball 4. It's the second walk of the inning. Rabakowitz will take first. It will bring up the top of the order in Jake Schwal.
First baseman number 3, Jake Schwal.
So runners first and second, 2 outs in the inning, and the first pitch is way outside. A ball and no strikes. Schwal singled to lead off the bottom half of the first. He's 1 for 1 tonight. The Nighthawks coming off a 3-1 victory over the Rubicon Red Sox. That game preceded the A's and Muskies game. Again, if you missed that one, the A's fell in 10 innings. 3-2 as the Muskies will advance to the semifinals tomorrow. Neither these A's nor the Nighthawks can advance. The 1-0 is into right center. That's going to be getting in for a base hit. Coming around from third and scoring is Offenbacher, and it's tied at 2. We'll put runners on the corners. And Schwal is now 2 for 2. He's got a run scored. He's got an
Center fielder
RBI.
number 12, Quinn Hindiak.
Offenbacher's got good speed, able to score easily from second base. Rabakowitz goes first to third. So now it's Quinn Hindiak with runners on the corners. Still 2 outs. As that curveball misses outside for a ball, 1-0. 1-0, swung on and grounded to Gordon at second base. He'll pick it up and make a quick throw in time. That's going to end the inning. So that'll end the inning. But thanks to a couple of walks and a base hit, the Nighthawks do get 1, and they tie this game up at 2 as we head to the top of the third. It's a 2-2 game.
Distributor of Budweiser products. For each run you
Viscoso.
Joe Viscoso is going to lead it off. Viscoso, Moses, and Grimm in the order. It's 3, 4, 5.
Is that Buckner on the bases right now?
That one is off the outside for a ball from Topter 1-0. Game now tied at 2. Viscoso, a big swing and a miss.
He was behind the dish. I wasn't aware that he needed to look at the pitching wedge.
1-1 the count. Viscoso had the home run in the first to deep left center. And another big swing and a miss, 1-2.
So 4 or 5 times.
Topter set the 1-2. Curveball swung on and missed. That's a strikeout, the first out of the inning.
Catcher gives us signs, does this, then catches it out here. He sets up outside.
Right fielder number 36, Josh Moses.
That'll bring up Josh Moses. Bases empty.
Bad.
Curveball, this is down and away. Skips away from the catcher. Ball and no strikes to Moses. Strike at the bottom of the zone, 1-1.
The reason why he booted that ball on the side was really happy.
He didn't know what hop he was going to get.
Now he's swinging a ground ball over to third, and making the play will be Heatling. 5-3 put out for the second out.
Designated hitter number 9, Taylor Grimm.
Once they tied it up, I just had this feeling like, yeah, we're gonna lose it.
We got through the part of the order twice.
So it'll be Taylor Grimm.
I remember players.
2 outs in the inning. Grimm DHing in this second game. He singled in his first at bat. He's 1 for 1.
Father was on base, then we put in Nelson.
Oh.
Just wondering if something was going on.
Then we went slow to the center.
First pitch misses outside, ball and no strikes. Now a big swing and a miss. 1-1.
Player where he, like, one time affected everything else in terms of defense replacement stuff. Yeah.
Plus, it's bad, would have been the 9 spot anyway.
Tomter's 1-1. Slow breaking pitch that misses down low. 2 balls and a strike.
He thought he was just tight and needed to stretch out, so he went Nelson there in case he wanted to re-up to limited save self in case we did anything else.
There's a 2-1 curve that just missed Grimm on the inside. 3 balls and a strike.
Caught that ball in the outfield, he said it was too tight to go. So I'm gonna salt some
Well, catch made the second inning.
before the next half. Real good plan.
And the 3-1 fastball just misses the outside. That's ball 4. Grimm will take his base at first. 2-out base runner, and that'll bring up Weston Nelson.
Left fielder number 30, Weston Nelson.
Nelson singled back in the first, and he was left stranded.
Is that Sutton hit too?
Yeah, probably.
First pitch to Nelson is on the outside for a strike.
And Danny told me this morning that Folger's going into the woods.
Yeah, one rock.
Wonder how that connection happened.
Cruise.
0-1, and a pickoff is in time. Grimm is picked off, and that's going to end the inning.
Yeah, it was brutal.
So that'll end the inning. We'll head to the bottom half of the third. It's a game still tied. Nighthawks and the A's tied at 2.
How'd you say that connection was happening?
Travis Steyer.
Travis Steyer's going to lead it off in the bottom of the third. 3, 4, 5 in the order. Steyer, Brooks, and then Heatling. And a first pitch strike from Valdez on the outside, 0-1.
Monday, Manawatu,
Steyer was
Tuesday, Green Bay, Wednesday, Oshkosh, Thursday,
struck out
Here, Friday, off.
in the first. That was on a swing and a miss.
We were 2 days off this month, these 2 days here, so I'm doing 5.
One comes down and misses. 1-1.
There's an off day.
Valdez has 2 strikeouts so far.
It's kind of what we're doing here too. Just letting Robbie get his work.
He's walked 2 and given up 2 base hits. A game that's tied at 2 as he catches the inside for a strike, 1-2.
Guess you handle Bronx pitching Monday?
Tuesday. Monday, we want to have 9. All the position players pitch. Game doesn't mean anything.
1-2 fastball comes inside.
If you beat Vanderclaw just in-
About eye level. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He's got to figure out how to get hitters.
Trying to figure out just how to have a right mindset. I can see it from up here, his mindset, what he's thinking.
2-2 pitch just misses inside. That's a full count now, 3-2. Payoff from Valdez. This is down low for ball 4. That's a leadoff walk.
Right fielder number 17, Jason Brooks.
Third walk issued by Valdez, and it'll bring up Jason Brooks. He's singled. That was in the first. It was an RBI single that scored Schwal. At that point, made it a 2-1 game.
There you go.
Breaking pitch for a strike, 0-1. It's a game tied at 2. We're in the bottom of the third. Now a strike on a fastball on the outside and down at the bottom of the zone. 0-2. Oh, 2 fastball missed up and away for a ball, 1-2.
That was blocked there.
Valdez waiting for a sign, gets what he wants from Reckert. 1-2 fastball, just missed the outside. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brooks, a right-handed hitter, playing in right field tonight, and he swings and misses late on the fastball. But Brooks was expecting something else, and Valdez able to power the fastball right by him for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman number 2, Nick Heatling.
It's the 3rd strikeout for Valdez, and that'll bring up Nick Heatling.
Saw lightning.
Really?
Yeah, left field. Might be
First
heat,
pitch
but
misses down low for a ball, 1-0.
But an umpire's perspective, I don't think it matters. I think technically the rule is if you see lightning, you have to stop the game for 20 minutes.
Valdez throws over to first. Runner back in time.
Just looked at the sky on the west. It didn't look that bad.
No.
She's checking.
That's why I'm wondering if it's like heat lightning or something.
Yeah, it could be. She's over there checking something too.
1-0 pitch with a runner going is up and away, and Reckert's throw will go all the way into center field. He airmailed the throw. And off to third and sliding in safely is Travis Steyer. A stolen base and an E2. It's a 2-0 count. The pitch was a ball. Still just 1 out in the inning. Go ahead run 90 feet away, and the 2-0 is fouled out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Valdez set. 2-1. Fastball that missed the outside. 3 balls and a strike. Heatling is 0 for 1. He flew out to right in the first. Now the 3-1 is grounded through the right side. That's a base hit. That's going to score a run, and the Nighthawks take a 3-2 lead.
Catcher number 1, Johnny Offenbacher.
It's a 1-0 count for Offenbacher, and a swing and a miss. 1-1.
We should just tell you what names we are.
1-1. Missed the outside. 2 balls and a strike. It's a 3-2 lead for the Nighthawks. Runner at first is Heatley. He had the single that just scored the 3rd run for the Nighthawks. A's at one point had a 2-0 lead that was at the top of the first after Viscosal's 2-run home run. And a swing and a foul. 2-2 to Offenbacher. The Nighthawks have scored 1 run in each of the last 3 innings, in the first, second, and third, and a swing and a miss, and a strikeout from Valdez. That's his 4th. And now it'll be Sam Crawford.
Second baseman number 28, Sam Crawford.
Crawford has also struck out. That was Looking. That came in the second. It's the second of 4 Ks so far for Valdez. And Crawford takes a strike on the outside. And it's 0-1. And that's hitting the right. That's another base hit. So Moses is going to pick it up and make the throw to Ben Gordon, the second baseman. Runners now at first and second.
Pitcher number 23, Alex Tomter.
And it's Alex Tomter, the pitcher. Tomter grounded out in his last at bat, was a 5-3 to Viscoso at third base, and he looks at one off the outside for a ball, 1-0. Way outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Valdez has struggled to find the zone all night. Well, he's been able to limit the damage despite 4 walks, as now that one misses outside, 3-0. Excuse me, 3 walks. He's given up 5 base hits. 3-2 is the lead for the Nighthawks, and the 3-0 is a strike. It's 3-1. One to Tomter with the runner at second off of the pitch. And it's going to be ball 4. And now the bases are going to be loaded. That is the fourth walk issued. It's the second in this inning. Issued 2 more in the second. It'll be Jake Rabakowitz. He's also
Number
walked.
31, Jake Rabakowitz.
Rabakowitz walked in the second. He eventually scored on a single from Jake Schwal.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Offenbacher that scored. Rabakowitz was left stranded at third base in the inning. The 0-1 misses outside for a ball, 1-1. The bases are loaded for the Nighthawks. Pitch inside. 2 balls and a strike. Well, that's a fastball that missed high. 3 balls and a strike. And with the bases loaded, Valdez has to come to the strike zone.
It's literally all of them for you. 37 strikeouts, 25 walks.
3-1. That's ball 4. That's going to be another run. It's now 4-2 Nighthawks.
Houston, we have a problem.
Someone lost a phone.
Yeah, my son lost his phone in the park. They called the house.
That would have been turned into the concession stand area. So
We're going to have a meeting at the mound as Valdez has struggled to find the zone. Just gave up his 5th walk, 3rd in the inning. Bases still loaded, 2 outs.
First baseman number 3, Jake Schwal.
Heatling was the one to score from 3rd. It's Sam Crawford now at 3rd base. Tomter at 2nd. Rabakowitz at 1st was the one that just walked. He gets an RBI. Now he's swinging a ground ball to Viscoso. He'll pick it up on the short hop and throw it to Gordon covering second base for the force. And that's a 5-4 force out to end the inning.
This inning is being brought to you by
So Schwal grounds out, ends the inning, but
I think
the
you show your
Nighthawks
best
scored 2.
in dance moves to take home a
They'll take a lead to the top of the
gift
4th. It's
card.
4-2 West Allis.
Leading off top of fourth for the A's, it's left fielder number 30, Weston Nelson.
Weston Nelson is leading it off. And he takes a curve inside for a strike. It's 0-1.
And Danny gives it to the fans from West Allis.
West Dallas coming off a 2-run inning that gave them a 4-2 lead in which they brought 8 men to the plate. And they left the bases loaded. Ball and a strike now to Nelson. And as he'll take one down and away, 2 balls and a strike. Nelson was at the plate when Grimm was picked off. Grimm walked with 2 outs. Now there's a swing and a ground ball to Sutton, who's doing the third base coaching with Lumens ejected a few innings ago.
Actually, it's still open to basically March. Kitchen stays open to like 1 o'clock.
It's a 2-2 count. A curveball swung on and missed. Nelson strikes out. It's the 3rd strikeout from
Catcher
Thompson
number
tonight.
27, Logan Record.
Yeah, it does. This game has no pace to it.
So now it's number 27, Logan Record, and he swings and misses at a mighty hack at it. And he's down in the count on 1. Fastball misses high from Tomter, 1-1. Now Record pops one up and to right, and it's going to be an easy play as Jason Brooks is going to make the catch. That is the
First
second out.
baseman number 44, Kyle Peterson.
So now it's Kyle Peterson, the first baseman. Peterson grounded out to end the first inning with the bases loaded. In the second inning, the A's got 2, but they could have had so much more. They had the bases loaded with 1 out for Record and Peterson. Flew out and then grounded out to end the inning respectively. It's now 1-1 to Peterson. And it's kind of a big moment in this game right now, as the A's are only able to score those 2 when they are currently down 4-2 here in the top of the 4th inning. Peterson takes one for a ball, 2-1. There's a called strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two is swung on a miss. There's a strikeout. And Tomter gets his 4th K. Peterson frustrated as he walks back to the dugout. And we'll head to the bottom half of the 4th inning.
We invite you to join us at our
4-2 lead
10th inning.
still for the West Allis Nighthawks.
Frankies on Indiana. So please come out and join us.
the bottom of the fourth, and Quinn Hindiak will lead it off. He's playing center field, and he takes a strike, 0-1. It's a fastball that time, misses outside and away. 1-1. Hindiak is grounded out twice, both to Gordon at second base. And now he'll take one and move ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Two one, a little pop-up. This Coastal will drift back and make the catch near third base. That's the first out. Soft liner for out number
Shortstop
1.
number 18, Travis Steyer.
And it'll be Travis Steyer. It's a 4-2 lead for the Nighthawks. We got 1 in the bottom of the first, 1 in the bottom of the second, and then 2 in the bottom of the third. And Steyer takes a strike, 0-1. Steyer started that 2-run third with a walk, and he eventually scored the first run of the inning. That time gave the Nighthawks a 3-2 lead before they would get one more. So a 1-1 count. And now 1-2. Now the 1-2, as there is some lightning in the area. Out in left field. Several times it's lit up the sky, but it's far enough away where the umpires have ruled that the field or the game can continue, as there's a strike called on the 2-2 pitch. That's the second out of the inning.
Right fielder number 17, Jason Brooks.
Strikeout number 5, and that's the second time he's struck out Steyer. Now he'll face Jason Brooks. He's singled. He's got an RBI. That came in the first, and then he struck out in the third. He swings and misses 0-1. Now it's a 1-1 pitch. Now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a fastball on the outside. It missed. A check swing appeal. And the umpire in the field rules he held up. It's a 3-1. And it's lined into left center, but it's going to hang up, and Kasenki is going to make the catch. About a step or two in the outfield grass, and that's going to end the inning. We've completed 4. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Nighthawks still leading the A's 4-2.
I'm not usually
somebody else who wasn't going to make it. That's it.
Ben Gordon is going to lead it off in the top of the 5th, and he'll take a strike from Tomter, 0-1. That one to Gordon will miss down low, 1-1.
Come on, Benny. Let's get a nice solid hit. Every time he gets a hit, it's usually...
Oh, another one misses down low. 2 balls and a strike to Gordon. Oh, he's swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike to Gordon. Gordon batting in the 9th spot. He grounded out to the pitcher in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. It's actually a bunt right back to Tomter as he tried for a bunt single to start it. And he swings that one and falls it into the netting.
Why is it that way?
2 balls and 2 strikes. And Gordon out in front of the off speed, hits it into left center, and that's going to fall in. That's a base hit. Just under the reach of Steyer at short, who was about 10 steps in the outfield grass. He had the best shot at it.
Center fielder number 26, Chris Saltzman.
He might have gotten a glove on it, but it was just off the end of his glove. It would be a base hit. It would have been a very tough play had he made the catch. Almost did make it, but the A's have a runner at first. It's Ben Gordon for the top of the order. In the game, they trail 4-2. That's the 5th hit for the A's. Both teams now with 5. But the A's still trail 4-2. On defense, the A's have committed 1 error. Nighthawks errorless so far as they throw at a first. And Gordon is back in time. The A's have been picked off twice. Once from Tomter that got Taylor Grimm, and then the catcher threw down to first to pick off Saltzman, who's batting right now, and he'll pop it up. And he'll hit it, or the catch will be made by Heatling at third base. First out of the inning.
Shortstop number 14, Grant Kosenki.
Ooh, there's a nice one.
Oh, it's starting to make its way
There's a curveball for a strike.
towards the east.
And as lightning continues to light up the sky,
Wrapped around in center field.
as it's moving its way from left, and now it's beginning to light up the sky more in center, as there's a stolen base from Ben Gordon off on the pitch. The throw was off the second base bag. So the A's put a runner in scoring position. It's a 1-1 count now to Kosenki. He's singled and struck out. Kosenki eventually scored after his single. That was on Viscozo's home run. Now Kosenki hits one up the middle. Play will be made behind second base by Steyer. And he's going to get the out as his throw on the run is just in time. Good job just to get to it. He was able to make a strong throw off
Third
Allis,
baseman number 42, Joe Viscoso.
with his momentum taking him more towards right field. That's the second out. Gordon does go up to third base on the play, and it'll bring up Viscoso. He's got the only run scoring hit, and that comes in, and that almost hits him. Came near his hands. He's able to just get him out of the way. It's a ball and no strikes. Now Viscoso, the 1-0, hits it out of play down the right field side. 1-1. One is a fastball high at the letters. 2 balls and a strike. If Viscoso reaches, it's Josh Moses. He's due next, and he's standing on deck. Curveball off the outside. 3-1 from Tomter. Tomter has struck out 5 batters so far tonight. He's given up 5 base hits. He's walked 2, but both those walks have been thrown out on the bases. One on a pickoff, and one was a pickoff from the catcher that officially goes to the caught stealing. Now there's another walk. Third issue.
Right fielder, number 36, Josh Moses.
As I was saying, that caught stealing from the catcher goes 2 to 3 to 6. The other was a 1-3 pickoff that got Taylor Grimm just a bit too far off the base. Another throw over to first. Viscoso back in time. Runners in the corners for Josh Moses, A's best hitter. He was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance, and he grounded out in his second. He's 0 for 1 overall, and he's now down 0-1 after a called strike. Fastball down and away. Might have had the corner, but it missed below the zone. It's 1-1. Another throw over to first. Viscoso back in time. One misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Another throw over. Close play. Viscoso just back in time. Two-one curveball hit in the left. That's pretty deep, and that's off the top of the fence, and it will bounce back in play. It's going to be a run-scoring double. Gordon scores from third easily. Viscoso goes to third. And Moses at second base. It looked like it bounced off the top of the yellow line in left field. So an unlucky break as Moses missed a 3-run home run that would give the A's a lead by about
Designated hitter,
a half an
number
inch.
9, Taylor Grimm.
The good news is it does cut the lead to 1, and the A's have the tying run at third, go-ahead run at second base for Taylor Grimm. And Grimm on the first pitch grounds it to short. Steyer's going to pick it up and make the throw in time. That's going to end the inning. The A's do get 1 on the double by Moses, although he missed a home run by maybe an inch as it bounced back in play off the top of the fence. It would have given the A's a lead. Instead, we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. And the A's still trail, but now the score is 4-3. It's the bottom of the 5th inning. Score now 4-3, and it's Austin Elsing on the mound. And the first pitch is out of play on a foul, 0-1.
Now pitching for the A's, number 47, Austin Elsing.
It's Nick Heatling to lead it off, and he's down in the count 0-2. Valdez goes 4 innings. He strikes out 5. He walks 5. Gives up 4 runs and 5 base hits. Currently in line to lose this game. That one is outside for a ball, 1-2. One, two, and it's a weak ground ball picked up by Viscozel, who ran in front of the shortstop Kasanke to make the play. And a nice throw just in time to get the first out.
Catcher number 1, Johnny Offenbacher.
Initially looked like Kasanke was going to make the play, then all of a sudden Viscozel sprints out of nowhere and picks it up. Viscozel did have the better play option because his momentum was taking him towards first base, while Kasanke would have been going more towards home plate on the throw. First pitch is a foul. It's Johnny Offenbacher, the catcher now. Now 2-0.
1-1. They screw up. Did he foul the pitch off? Something makes me think I have to
Most of the opponents want to play more.
That pitch misses high. And it's actually 2-1. So it wasn't 2-0, it was 1-1, and now a ball makes it 2-1. I was swinging a hard ground ball
to first base.
past Ben Gordon, and now they might have an out at first, and he didn't get him. It was a hard hit ball past Ben Gordon into right. It's the second time Moses has been a very close play at first.
Is he out there?
I thought it was.
Probably a here on the safe side, but since it's
That was closer than the last time that
Second baseman number 28, Sam Crawford.
Nelson, or that Moses tried for a 9-3. Looks like the runner might have beat the throw by maybe half a second as he slid into first. So Offenbacher reaches on a single, and it'll bring up Sam Crawford. He's in a 1-0 count. Fastball high. 2 balls and no strikes. Crawford has singled and struck out.
Gets up and that ball's down here.
Getting arm injury to the elbows, I think.
And it's a fastball up and in, a big swing and a big miss. It's 2-1.
Yes, sir.
Elbow injury for a catcher.
Oh, a fastball fouled back. 2-2.
Is he supposed to get back to his field?
That's what you count there, right? That's what you count there.
Yep, just get out of the range.
It's a 4-3 lead for the Nighthawks.
Start sweeping. We start on the first base side. We want to get everything as much out there as we can.
Nice.
Pitch in on the hands. It's hit right back to Elsing, who jumps high in the air and uses all of his frame to make the catch, and then throws over to first to double off the runner, and it goes as a 1-3 double play, and the inning is over. So it essentially works as a 1-2-3 inning thanks to the line-out double play. We'll go to the 6th inning, top of the 6th. Nighthawks still lead the A's by a score of 4-3. Nelson will lead off the 6th inning. Tomter's still on the mound, and it's a called strike.
Yeah, it was scary.
We're out of here.
It got scary real quick.
Now the 0-1 outside for a ball, or excuse me, for a called strike, and it's 0-2.
It was like 7:45 and with perfectly like literally nothing. It was so scary.
That one misses down and away for a ball, 1-2. A's in the last inning got one on a double from Moses that missed being a go-ahead 3-run home run by about an inch. It hit the top of the wall, and a bad hop for the A's that came back into the field of play.
But then it dissipated, didn't actually get there. I mean, we were going
It's now a 2-2 count to Nelson. He swings and pops that one up to the right side in foul territory. And making the catch is Jake Schwall. And that's the first out. A foul pop out.
Catcher number 27, Logan Reckert.
So now it's Logan Reckert with one out. And on the first pitch, he gets drilled on his left arm. And he'll take first. Now Hunter Berry's going to come in as a pinch runner.
Pinch runner number 15, Hunter Berry. First baseman number 44, Kyle Peterson.
Again, in this tournament, the rules are that each starter can be taken out of the game and then reinserted once. So it might be an instance where Berry will just run for Reckert here, and then Reckert will be back out to catch in the bottom of the inning. Now it's Kyle Peterson. He'll take a strike, 0-1. Peterson is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out. Well, throw over to first. Berry back in time. Another throw over to first, and this time they have Hunter Berry picked off. And now he's going to be out. Goes 1 to 3 to 6 to 1. As it went Tomter to the first baseman Schwall, who then threw it to the shortstop. That's Travis Steyer. As Hunter Berry tripped and fell, got up and started running back to first. Actually slipped as he was trying to go back to first. Before Steyer then threw it to the pitcher to get the out at first base. Now the 0-1 Peterson hits one into right center. It's going to hang up for Hindiak, who'll make the catch in right center. The center fielder makes the catch for the final out. So a caught stealing on a pickoff. And it essentially works as a 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th. A's still trail 4-3. So some breaking news. This game is going to be called.
All right, take care, guys.
The lightning in the area has gotten closer, and the umpires, right before the inning was set to start,
Enjoy the rest of your summer, all right?
told the teams to get off the field. And then after a small decision or a small conference between both teams, they just decided to call the game, partially because this game really means nothing to determining the pool winner, as that was determined when Pewaukee beat the A's in the game before this. So it's a 4-3 victory for the Nationals in a game that goes 5.5 innings. So the A's fall 4-3.
Ease on Indiana for our 10th inning. Please drive home safely and go A's.
The losing pitcher is Rodney Valdez. The winner is Alex Tomter. Big play in this game was the Josh Moses near home run. That would give the A's a 5-4 lead. And had that score hold up, we'd be looking at an A's victory. Rather, the A's fall. Again, though, the loss doesn't matter too much, as the A's cannot advance, whether they would have won this game or not. So that's going to do it for tonight. Again, the A's fall 4-3. They fell 3-2 in the last game to the Pewaukee Muskies, so they fall to 0-2 in the doubleheader, and 1-2 in the Pool C. Their one win came last night as they thrashed the Rubicon Red Sox by a score of 17-0. So that'll do it for the A's in this Wisconsin Amateur Baseball Classic. They will not play tomorrow. They'll continue regular season play. The Manitowoc Bandits, if you had not heard, was suspended until 2019 at the very least. So the A's will play on Monday against the Bandits, but it will just be essentially a scrimmage. The A's will win on a 9-0 victory via forfeit. So that will count as a win for the A's, although they will be playing in Manitowoc. Again, it'll just be a scrimmage. Mostly just pitchers and position players will be on the mound. So just mostly a scrimmage. And then they'll be back in normal gameplay on Tuesday. They'll be playing the Green Bay Storm. That'll be in Green Bay. That'll be a game between one of the top two teams in the Northeastern Wisconsin Baseball League. Before they then go to Oshkosh for a doubleheader. One of those games is a makeup. First game for that will be 6:30. That'll be in Oshkosh in a Wisconsin State League doubleheader. Before they come back home Thursday, first pitch for that will be 7:30. They'll be playing the Deep Air Dodgers. Before they then have the Lombard Orioles following an off day on Friday. That'll be 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday. So a back-to-back doubleheader in a 4-game series. That'll do it for us tonight. Again, the A's fall 4-3 in Game 2, in a game that was called due to lightning after 5.5 innings. As the West Allis Nighthawks win 4-3. Until then, I'm Joey Grundle, voice of the A's, here on the SheboyganBaseball.org broadcast. And again, our next game here live will be next Thursday. That'll be against the Deep Air Dodgers in a Wisconsin State League game. First pitch will be 7:30. Until then, have a good night and a good rest of the week.